Philadelphia. A happy Saturday and Sunday to you. Let's get right to it. Birds 33, Broncos 26. Birds are going to be 5-0, and we're all going to be unhappy. I think I tweeted it out last game, but the Eagles are winning, and I'm pissed off about it. The Eagles 2025 yearbook. I don't think it's going to be any different. If it helps the team win a Super Bowl, so be it. I think they're going to be 5-0 strictly because you and I do have AJ fatigue. Usually you get good results when AJ Brown gets in front of a camera, apologizes for something that he doesn't have to apologize for, and I have to disagree with my good friend Black Gritty, even though you and I have that AJ fatigue. He came out and said, thank you, A.J. Brown, because all of these problems that the Eagles really do have on offense that no one's really talking about disappeared this week because the focal point was on A.J. And granted, yes, I think both of those statements can be true, but man, I just want your opinion on this. You tell me how all of those other problems are fixable. And let's go through them. Saquon Barkley not looking anything close to the type of season that he had last year. At this point, we're about to go into week 5. I guess we are starting to hit the panic button a little bit on that, but how do you solve that? The middle of this offensive line is getting its ass kicked. It's hurt and injured. It was leading up to this season, and I have got to assume the Eagles are blitzed at the most and highest rate in the NFL at this point in time, and I don't think the Broncos are going to let up on that number. So how do you solve that? Anybody? Bueller? Let Latu be the fullback more often? Run less pistol? Go out of shotgun? What's your answer to get Saquon Barkley going? What's your answer to get that middle of the offensive line not getting its ass kicked? Is Tyler Steen actually playing that well? Shrug. Don't know. Doesn't look great. If you can't run to your right and if you can't run to your left and they're stacking the box and they're blitzing all the time, whose problem is that to solve? The players? The execution? No, I'm going to point right back to fucking Kevin Potato. Next, how do you continuously find a run game at all when Grant Calcaterra can't block? And when you replace Grant Calcaterra with Latu, you're automatically more than likely running, and I have never seen Latu catch a ball, so maybe I'm completely wrong on that. He's got hands of God, and you can start making the switch. But Grant Calcaterra is getting his ass kicked. He's a good wide receiver. It's everything that me and Mutt were yelling about in the Discord pretty much all offseason. You all yelled at me for wanting Noah Fant simply because he went to Iowa, and yes, he had a concussion, but I guess it's a story for another time because I'm getting off track now. But where are you supposed to run the football with their bread and butter that they survived on and killed teams on? 12 personnel. Even if you want to enact your will against a stacked box, which Kevin Potato wants to do very often, apparently. How do you fix it? So Latu goes in there. They know you're absolutely running. You're still probably going to get stuffed into a box. All of this mini ranting simply to say A.J. Brown leading the charge while all these dudes are figuring it out, including Kevin Potato. Why isn't that just the go-to? Why aren't you getting way more creative with A.J. Brown? And from game to game, it's win sprints to comebacks, to comebacks, like throw in a fucking corner route from the slot. Someone's got to get way simpler still with getting them going, with making Jalen Hurts feel like he can be as aggressive as he wants to be, and it's this great philosophical debate on who's really being conservative. Again, Jalen Hurts, Kevin Potato, Nick Sirianni, because it's not the wide receivers and apparently it's not the offensive line. It's those three guys might want to be slowing the offense down and not turn over the football. And if that's the case, again, none of this is worth it. None of it's worth it. So yes, are there a billion other things to solve? Yeah, most of them are going to be solved by getting to week 9, getting a bye week, and getting to the rest of this shitty-ass schedule. Like, I can't wait to go play Jackson Dart. Jesus. You got to get this monkey off your back, and this is a pretty sizable monkey, I would say. Broncos are a touch underrated. Oddly enough, after talking shit about all that running game, it's probably still the best way to beat the Broncos is in the middle of their defensive line, too, because they have like an inverse Eagles defensive front. Their edges are awesome. Their D tackles are just okay, and it's kind of the same way with the Broncos offensive line. They're a touch soft in the middle. Their tackles are pretty good. Strength on strength in the trenches. Eagles should win that, even though I do agree, I don't think this Eagles offensive line has been playing that well, but God, at least they get a little bit of a break in the middle, and this is where Saquon and Will Shipley and everybody else is going to have to kind of, be really on picking up their blitzes again. The Broncos have a massive sack rate, so I expect a lot of dysfunction and yelling and drinking at Neshaminy Creek Brewing in Dublin very early on in this one, because it's going to look as disjointed as the last couple of games, unless they come out with a completely new run game plan that we've never seen before, and it's a lot of outside zone sweeps. They want to throw the triple option in there and get funky with it. Maybe we see some more alternate counters and sweeps out of the tush push. Could be that type of game because the Broncos have never really seen this stuff before. Eagles and Broncos have not played in a very long time against each other. And the only flashes that I really have is Jay Ajayi still running for a touchdown in his opening debut in the 2017 season. I'm pretty sure. Have they played closer than that? I'm not even going to look it up. Who cares? Who the fuck is a Broncos fan? John Elway is long gone, and this is, I don't know, this is the Walmart version of it. I'm so sorry. I could never root for this franchise. So we'll just have to see. And this is the last week for me to be really nice to Kevin Potato because it's going to be harsher and harsher, and a lot of that might end up being directed towards Howie that he let this shit happen again. We're at the week 5 deadline of 5-0 I'm expecting. 4-1 is not great, but we will all accept it on Tuesday. You know, like, I'm going to be pissed. But if this offense doesn't look like it's got a handle on this game plan coming in, that's it for me. That is where the line is going to be between, can they win the Super Bowl? They can definitely get back there. There's no question in my mind. But can they win the Super Bowl? I need to start seeing it in weeks 5 to 9 here that your offensive coordinator can handle leading up to an in-game management flow. Listen to your fucking players. Listen to them. They're not trying to take your job away. I promise you. They're trying to go back to the Super Bowl. And I think that is what is the big piece that is missing here. And if it's simpler than that, I am all ears. I will see you Sunday, 1 o'clock, 33-26. Go Birds.